Hi everyone, my name is Natalie and I'm here today to talk to you about your mental health. Some of you know me as Mrs. Hunniford because I'm a school counselor and I'm also a registered clinical counselor and I'm the owner of Brain Fit Counseling. And today we're in my studio in my backyard. So I want to talk about your mental health because it's so important that we check in with our mental health every once in a while. And an easy way to do that is to use this Brain Barometer. And the Brain Barometer is just the first tool in my toolkit in my book, which is called the Brain Fit Toolkit. If you would like to watch me read this book, you can watch it on YouTube, or you can order the book on Amazon. So the first tool is the Brain Barometer, and it has 4 colors. And at school, you might have learned about these 4 colors because they are often used to describe our different feelings. But I'm using it to show you the connection between our brains and our bodies, because our brains and bodies are talking to each other all the time. So it's really important that we stop and listen to what it's saying. So if we are in the green zone, then we're often feeling connected. We're usually having a good time with our friends and our family, and we're just enjoying the now. So often we're also feeling grateful for what we have. If we're in the blue zone, then we are often tired, maybe sad, sometimes worrying about things that have already happened in the past. And sometimes we even use the word depressed for this zone. And then there's the yellow zone. And the yellow zone is when we're often feeling worried about the future, or nervous or stressed about something that might be coming up. And then the red zone is when we have usually spent too much time in one of these 2 zones. And when we hit the red zone, that is when we often will hurt someone with our words or our actions, or even ourselves. So it's really important that we're aware of what's going on. What I want you to know is that it's totally normal to move around this Brain Barometer all day long. We all spend time in all of these zones throughout the day, but sometimes we get stuck. Things happen in life, and when we get stuck down here, that's when we need some help. So if you need some help, I'm going to give you 3 things that you can do to help yourself get unstuck. All right, so the first thing you can do if you're ever feeling stuck in one of these zones is that you can take a deep belly breath. Now to do this, you have to sit up tall and you need to open up your diaphragm, which is down here, so we can get all the air into our lungs. So you're gonna sit up tall, you're gonna take a big breath in, hold it, and then a longer breath out. And then a big breath in, hold, and then a long breath out. Now when we do that, we're doing a couple of things. We are activating something called our parasympathetic nervous system. And what that does is that calms the amygdala, the part of our brain that's the fight, flight, or freeze part of our brain. So it's really important to take that deep belly breath if we're ever feeling stuck in one of these zones. The second thing you can do is talk to somebody. So just naming our feelings and talking about the different sensations we're having in our body will help calm the amygdala. So there's many people you can talk to. Myself as a counselor, I'm one person you can talk to, but you can also talk to friends or family or really anyone who you can trust. The third thing you can do is build your own green zone toolkit full of green zone activities. So for some people that might be going for a hike, spending time in nature, listening to music, dancing, whatever it is for you. So just figure out what you like to do. Maybe art. There's lots of different things. You just have to think about what you really like and what you need to do if you're feeling stuck down here. Now, Some of you think that video games is a green zone activity, but it's actually a yellow zone activity because it activates the sympathetic nervous system. So just something to think about. Make sure you're not spending too much time down here playing video games or on social media. So just something to think about. Okay, so I think that's about it for me today. And I want to thank you for listening. If you would like any more information about my resources or my superpower sways, you can always check me out on my website, which is www.brainfitcounseling.com. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.